You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Makes the catch and gets the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give on the inside. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. He's got his man. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Off play action on first down. Gets it out fast. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off the play fake on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Young. All kinds of running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Complete to start this drive. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game.
Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's now second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Quick toss. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. And another broken tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, this guy's like tackling a tree stump, man. He's just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
Give to the big fullback. Dances away from the D. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Tackled, but he has a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Tosses it incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd down after that incompletion. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open ball.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Fires left. And it's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. On second down, just keeps firing. Complete in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first down sticks were and he adjusted his route accordingly.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Power football with the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Williamson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the running back. Nice move to keep moving. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Second down.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Little touch pass to the receiver. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Now they'll run the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to get to it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
28. 3rd down coming up.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
3rd and goal.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Got room at the 35. Running toward the tape. At the 20. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and then he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's third down.
You know, as a quarterback, you have to be so precise and accurate when you're throwing to running backs, right? They're not used to making acrobatic, awkward body catches. That time, nice job reeling it in, just couldn't keep his feet down in bounds.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. And runs through another guy. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Running back searching for a hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Coming after it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Now, 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hands it off. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They marched 72 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense, or at least prevent a score here late in the fourth. He leaves it with his back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
After the incompletion, it's second down. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. They'll run the screen, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking to pass. On target over the middle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they couldn't come up with it there on 4th down and overtime, so now their defense comes onto the field, and a lot of pressure on this defense now to keep the O out of the end zone.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down in the 19-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown! Now in the 2nd overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Into the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Looking to throw. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime.